we know what we're doing. Making up as we go along, Ivor. Little did they sleep. Okay, so we're inside now. I don't really know what that's going to do for us, but we're inside. We have walls. We're going to fight over the scraps. If we can get control of the Great Hall, we might be able to do something with it. But I really don't want to be fighting people. Especially if we just kind of sit back, wait for a clear victor to come out and side with them. We could do something like that. Anyway. Back to the Varl. And the chest full of gold. Hakon, we're back. I was able to get as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons, extra supplies too. You perk up. Just now, realizing Mogir has been talking to you. Since Vognir died, everyone has been looking at you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Hakon. Oh, we're not playing Ubin anymore, we're playing Hakon. I heard you. I was saying that the Varl we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor. Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property. A man named Eirik. Eirik? I met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants Dredge calling through his streets. We put down every single slag that wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then. You're sure that wound has healed, Ludin? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. Ludin makes his own decisions. We would only have to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road or do your job and slaughter some Dredge. Ludin abruptly turns with a scowl and stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. The wandering road's not an option with this many. I would crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? Tell them we cover the mountainside in Dredge bodies. Good. I'll give the word and we'll set off. Yes. Yes. So that's Mogir and that's Ubin. So let's go chat with Mogir, as we are the new leader. I'd like to ask how you're dealing with Vognir's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Mogir, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Vognir. To tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. You think we're walking into a death trap? This many Varl. No, we should be alright, but things could get rough though. I don't like being the one to send Varl to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Vognir to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although, I have to wonder. Nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. Is there anything you can tell me about the caravan? They're all together this many Varl, and half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep my eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal. I've got it under control. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Vognir. Those are the ones to worry about. What about Ludin's men? They don't want to hear anything from me. I know that. Any problems? Could be. Ludin's pet Val is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he comes from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too, Irsa. She's probably the best fighter Ludin's got, to be honest. I overheard some Val call her the Witch. Why? Flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Val more than the Dredge. Still doesn't make much sense. Witch? They're not scholars, Hakon. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you've got something else. I will. Okay then, let's chat to Ubin. Find out what's happening there. You knew him well, didn't you? Vognir? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business. But I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Var listened. I knew that. I could use help there. Scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Val. Mogir's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. What are you always putting down in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner in Arborang for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Ludin's? God forbid. Ah, you relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. I heard you were a terror in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we can get, naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me. Just hunkers in Grofheim, collecting time. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Kume is close, I think. But the adult son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be offed before I am. Although, the Scrivener gestures around him, as though to remind you of the current situation. And you chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery barn for Urinder now. Can't remember half of what I've done. Hence the journal? Hence, don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakon. Okay, I won't. Get some rest. There's always more marching to do. I've hoofed more hills than a horse born with a grudge. Don't worry about me. All the Val are so sweet and gorf. But we have great morale. Ah yeah, let's get going. Let's rock it. Gonna rock on to Electric Avenue. Electric Avenue. And we've actually got tons of supplies. Look at that, says Mogir. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen though. We could just as easily pass by as rush up there to slaughter them. Ludin overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. We'll deal with it ourselves. The caravan stops and waits while you lead a small detachment up the hillside to take care of the dredge, quickly. You tell Ludin to stay by the caravan. He folds his arms and mutters something about being treated like a child. Oh yeah. Ooh, Eric. What's Eric's ability? He's a warden. What does that mean? What does he do? Expert of city warfare. Darting in and out. While he doesn't use a bow like a hunter, rally allows him to grant willpower to allies from nearby. And he has light step. Okay, so he can just kind of hide in amongst us, and we can churn out as much kind of stuff as we want. Okay, so let's see. What does the War Master do? Gets Sundering Impact and Heavy Impact, and then Mugir gets the retaliatory attack. Bring the pain, return the favor. Okay, do we want Mugir to go first, and then kind of Hakon to do the slamming after? Let's go, and we can burn through our willpower as much as we want. Oh. Okay, so who's our return the favor? We actually want to swap him out for there. And then him out for there, and then dupe, because then, let's see, 8, and then these are all 8, 10, 10, 10, 10, 9, okay. Right, that should do us. Bring the pain, does break damage, so we can actually slam him. Bonk. And we want everyone to kind of try hitting him, right? Because the more that hit him, the less they're actually in a position to do any fighting. So let's swam, slam him down as quick as possible. And these guys are all going to close in, but they're just going to be getting return fired. Oh, and we can actually already take one of these dudes down, because his armor is not very strong at all. So let's check real quick. How far can they actually move out? So if we actually retreat a little bit here, or even to here, all those guys are kind of left with the only choice they have to be surrounding our dude and hitting him. So they'll start hitting, which will get that kind of break, return going. And then this guy can actually move to here, so we probably want to just move to here, because we don't want to close the distance too much. They are actually being able to hit him though, so that is a problem. +1 to return the pain for a round, okay. Plan being here, I want them to surround him and hit him as much as they can, because I don't think they're going to be able to do anything. Take him out. Cool, and then Sundering Impact will probably shred all these guys, and Gnulf's on full strength, so we can actually start getting ready to run down here. So let's actually see if we were to... Okay, so let's see, can we get to there? No, can we get to there? Okay, so I'm actually going to try running down this line, because what I want to do is dart into the middle of this group and obliterate them. Let's see, check their movement. Okay, and then we're actually going to go to here, because we're going to be closing in soon. See, so they're hitting and they're getting sundered. We can see now that we're going to be able to start kind of bringing them down. And then we're getting to the point where we can start to close in with our main dudes. However, we are in a bit of a pickle, so we need to really start closing the gap, because these hits here are actually going to become really painful very soon. We're down to 10 armor, and we can see that they have got that strength about them. However, do we have a lot of break? Nope. Does he? Nope. Okay. Right, so 8 versus 8. Okay, that's not very good at all. We can move here and then attack for 1 strength. There we go. Now we want to pull out and rest, because I'm hoping that we'll be able to step in there. Ooh, or actually we can take out these dudes right away. Probably take out that dude pretty soon. But we should be able to kind of run straight here and then just kind of smash down this dude. Bonk! Because all these dudes have like no shielding at the moment. And I'm not even sure that they'll be able to give chase. Um, 11 versus 10. Okay, they won't be able to kill him in one hit, and that's good enough for me because he won't get injured. So we can pull him out of there. See, so, yep. Oh. Right, so we can actually hit here for 3 strength damage. That'll keep that one out of the fight. Now we're all good there. And then 10 strength versus 11, so we can actually go here. We can use our strength to kind of kick a hole in. Oh, but no, because we're not very strong. However, this guy has 13 strength, so we can bring the pain, which will break for 1, or we can just do a standard break. Yep, there we go. So shred the shield off him so we can get some strength on the hit. That will be coming in very soon. And then, bomb bomb, sunder. So we can see they're actually targeting Gnulf because Gnulf's armor is really low. But then we have a nice little agile folk here who can run in and burn through his willpower because he has tons of it. Makes him very valuable. But we should be able to close out the ranks here. Keep on sundering him down. What's he going to do about it? Nothing really. Bonk. Yep, see? And then, ooh, can we actually, if we move there, will we? Yeah, we'll be able to hit a whirlwind. Swing! For, what was that, like 1 damage apiece? Not very good, but... There we go. And we're nearly at that point where we've won the fight. Mogir can finish this dude off. He's got no armor left anymore. He's still trying, that's valiant, but it's not going to do any good for him. And then smash. And we have pillage! Whoop whoop! Oh yeah, we got this now. So swing the sword, take the last guy down. And yeah, we definitely took some pain in that fight. But victory. Your renown grows. Oh yeah, Hakon is ready for promotion. Gnulf is ready for promotion. Good, so we can get some armor on Gnulf because, geez, that's a sturdy lack of health. He gets whittled down very quickly. Like the first blow, he's like spur splat, immediately kills the enemy. Hakon. Oh wait, sorry. Hakon. You hear Ludin's hard-booted trot as you set up camp the first day and brace yourself. Can we speak as equals? We can try. It seems clear to me that you plan to kill a lot of Dredge along the way, am I right? You're not wrong. In fact, I plan to go out of my way to kill them. I shouldn't be surprised, but don't assume only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? That is my banner we fly to Grofheim, the banner of Arbrang. I insist on joining in battle. Almost gutted in your first encounter, and ready for more. Whatever you like, Prince. I expected more resistance. From Vognir, maybe. They tell me you were his Kendri. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin, Varl thing. Don't you take on his responsibilities? In my own way. Why the tough act, kid? That doesn't mean I care what happens to you. Huh. Now, do we insult the future prince? Why the tough act, kid? Do we act all enigmatic and mysterious in my own way? Or, that doesn't mean I care what happens to you. Oh yeah, I don't care. But then perhaps making a diplomatic incident way further down the line for Ludin. Then again, if Ludin proves himself, later on in combat. Yeah, I think we can go for number 1. That doesn't mean I care what happens to you. You better start. We'll both be kings someday. The last thing I need is to think about that right now. Ludin looks at you as though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. Ooh. Oh shit, we're the prince. Oh. You've gotten some characters with high exertion. Don't overlook that stat. Lets you add willpower to your actions. Oh. Okay. Oh, hello there, Ysir. Ysir, right? She watches as you approach with her head tilted back and points a thumb towards Ludin's tent. No, here for you. Oh? Can we talk? She shakes her head. No. A smile on her lips. Eyelids low. Why not? I don't. In those two curiously contradictory words, you get two impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time. You don't talk? No. You do, though. I don't. Well, this has been fun. She crosses her arms, a hand on her chin, and cocks her head to one side. Until next time, Yrsa. Hakon? You stop and look over your shoulder. I am a witch, so be careful. She puts her forefinger to her lips with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. Okay, Yrsa is weird. It's like, do you talk? No. But you just did. No, I don't. I don't know what's going on there. But I totally ship Hakon and Yrsa. I wonder if all human relations are a thing. Huh. I hope that we can get to see that by the end of the story. Fingers crossed, dudes. Fingers crossed. Ooh. We've got Yrsa, though. And she's a siege archer. What does that do? Slag and burn. They throw a 5-tile area of slag onto the ground, which immediately explodes. Okay. It leaves randomly placed burning coals on unoccupied tiles. Does no armor break, but as you level it up, it does, and it leaves... okay. And she does armor damage based on how much their breaking has happened. Bercy is a warhawk. Okay. Yrsa seems to be pretty okay. Ludin seems to be okay as well. Right, so let's level up Gunnulf, because, oh yeah, Gunnulf is best. Oh yeah, 15 renown, don't matter. And we actually want to level up his armor, so we can actually take a bit more of a beating. And then Hakon, what's Hakon's abilities? Promotes him to level 2. What does he do? He's Sundering Impact, so... we actually want to increase his armor, I think. Because he already has 14 strength, and that's pretty good. Ooh, actually. We're going to increase his armor break by 1. Or no, hang on. Sundering Impact. Huh. Adjacent to a strength attack. Okay. So armor break doesn't count for that. It's only on a strength attack. Okay. So we will rock the strength then. Okay. And then we have Bercy. That's cool. And Mogir is a shield master, and Bercy is a warhawk, so he also gets Tempest and heavy impact. Does Gunnulf get heavy impact? He does. Okay, so Gunnulf and Bercy are, like, you know, identical, really. Right, let's speak to Bercy, I suppose. Bercy is, he's the prince's, Ludin's bodyguard. You have a moment. As you approach, Bercy lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as the book reading type. You're Bercy. You're Hakon. We've gotten that out of the way, haven't we? I had some questions. Say what you want to say. Where did you learn to fight? Same way as you, by fighting. You know what I mean. I robbed well-protected merchants for at least one man's lifetime. Is that what you mean? Yeah, not anymore. I've had a lot of jobs. Can I trust you? What a loaded question. Depends what you mean. Whose back will you have if things go wrong? Assume I'm looking out for myself, and you'll figure it out. Does Ludin understand that? Ludin doesn't even understand that half his army is here just to protect him from the people he talks to. Haha. See you on the battlefield, O leader of Val. You could join us. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Ludin alive. Got it? As you step away, you can't help but wonder if there was a bit of a threat behind that gravelly request. Oh, gravelly? Oh, I didn't make him sound gravelly at all. Oh well, we have great morale, so let's leave and keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. The morale's gone down a little bit, but it's still great. So if our morale slips to good, I'll count, because with the Val, we've got plenty of supplies. You overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some slags as much as the next Val, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hakon, says one. Apparently he doesn't realise you're within earshot, not willing to die for him either. Challenge the Val to a fight. Yeah. Oi. You're not going to take orders from me? Fine. Put your fists up. Who will you take orders from? You ask loudly. Loony is dead. We can decide right now. You raise your fists. He does the same reluctantly. His best shot's not bad, but you've had a lot worse. You grab him by the horns, swing his entire massive frame through the air and plant him into the ground. What's his name? You ask his companions. Gris? Take care of Gris, you reply. You hear them laughing at his misfortune as you wander off. Oh yeah, I'm so big and strong. I beat up people that question me. A small gathering of tents come into view, a group of merchants from the looks of it. You ask what they're doing here. We were camped out by the Godstone ahead, one tells you, leaving an offering to Genglir. As one does, his expression turns. Dredge starts appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed. Thought the Godstone would be safe, but damned if we know why. I've been dodging them since we left. Assure them that the way to Strand is clear and see them off. Oh, actually, no. Do they have anything to trade? Not much, he replies. Anything of value we left at the Godstone. I've never seen this many Val in one place. You're off to deal with those Dredge. We could part with some supplies. If you need them, we'll take them. How much? I'll give them freely. Clearing the road is more than we could ask. I have one request though. My wife's brother stayed at the Godstone. You'll know him by a necklace with many gold rings. If you see him, say we are safely in Strand. You agree? And the merchants continue onwards. Dum 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 dum. Morale has declined. It's time to rest.